Hello, hello. This is the NDA lift patch, right?
Yep.
Alright, I'm just kind of restarting. Hello, hello. No, I was just testing it and just kind of wanted to double check some things. Because what's it called? Constantly browsing the forums to see what's going on. Anyway, welcome, welcome. Boring. I've been stayed up all this night time to finally show you guys the game. This is them's fighting herds, and I'll try to show you some stuff. Is the stream working okay for you guys? Can you hear me? Can you see me? All right, it's going fine. All right, I just wanted to double check to make sure. Anyway, so I guess I'll start off my stream that I want to do. So I want to show you guys some neat stuff. I'm gonna show you guys some Velvet combo exhibition, and then I want to, what's it called? Get into the meat and bones of stuff, where I can start explaining some mechanics. So let's start off with the exhibition then. We'll stay with the default color for now. And we'll go to my favorite stage, the Velvet stage, because Velvet's the best. So I'll try to show off some mid-screen combos. And so right now my magic meter refills instantly just because I'm in training mode. I can show these off a little bit better. But yeah, let's get started then. So I'm just going to do a simple meterless combo. And so like, oh crap, I forget, because you have to hit the select button to talk to people normally. And so I accidentally hit the select button. But basically the combo allows you to get some good amount of hits in, and then put them at full screen and have icicles going at them already. So that is a really good combo to know. You can throw out more projectiles if you want to. Alright, let's try adding in some magic. So we have several ways to approach this. We have stuff like that where you can bounce them off the wall and bring them back, and continue doing stuff to them. And then, what's it called? Okay, I'll show you this one. This one's a little... I haven't practiced this one too much, but let's see if we can get it. So basically that one, it involves using like 2 magic meter, so it's being really conservative with your magic while being able to get some pretty high damage. So those are pretty much the mid screens for Velvet, at least that I wanted to show off, because there's a bunch of stuff that you can do. There's a bunch of stuff that you can go into, but I don't think I have that much time to try. And yeah, all the music that you hear is from the game, because I don't want to get VOD muted or anything. So the corner Velvet has some neat stuff because she has a wall bounce. And so yeah, well, things do look better. We have a fully detailed background and whatnot. But anyway, I'll start showing off some corner combos. I'll start off with some meterless. That's a simple meterless. Does quite a bit of damage for not using any magic. I use it a lot because you have to be very conservative with your magic with Velvet, because you need it for neutral, but you also need it for when you want to do high damage. So it's like a trade, you know. All right, so let's try to show off some cool stuff. Messed up. Oh wait, I'll get to that. Those loops later. If you see the screen flashing, that's because I'm setting up like frames where I can reset. And that took away quite a bit of HP from Arizona, and so like that was pretty cool. I like that combo a lot. There's other variants. I think there's one where I can get a shatter in. Let me see if I can get it. I didn't dash far enough. This one's a little harder to do. I don't do it that often. Oh, come on. Well, that's basically the start of it, where it... Oh, come on. But yeah, it's basically that where you can hit him with Ice Eruption, time it just right, or you can get a Shatter in and continue the combo. I might get it though. There we go. There we go. We finally got it. Sorry for the long wait, but yeah, I finally got that shatter combo. But yeah, basically, there's so many things that you can do to get combos started. So many things that you can just kind of build on your own. If you want to combo a certain way, you can. You have the options in this game. That's what I like. Anyway, so let's get into the meat of this game. So there's a bunch of stuff that I need to show off. So I'm going to turn on simple, and I'll turn on my inputs that you guys can see. Yeah, finally we got the NDA lifted. I think that's all I needed. All right. So yeah, now you can see my inputs. Now you can see what's going on. It's a lot of data, but just try and focus on what's happening. So that is an A attack. Basically, there's attacks and normals in this game, and it goes A, B, C, D. That's kind of how it works. And A is a light attack. It's your jab, and you can only use two, like, at a time. You can't just like spam it like crazy like some other fighting games. So that's your jab, quick attack, and then this is your crouching jab. And crouching jab has the same properties where you can use it kind of twice in a row before you can't use it again. And then your medium attacks are your B attack, and it looks like that. That's your B attack. It's a medium hit. Velvet hits twice, with the first hit doing very little damage. But I use this to catch opponents in the air because it has a detached hitbox. It's pretty big, and what's it called? It hits for quite a bit, so you can continue going. And then you got your C attacks, which are your heavies, which is that one and that one. And basically standing C and crouching C. And those are your kind of go-to attacks in combos because you want to deal as much damage as you can, and they deal the most damage. Like you see, jab only deals 35 damage here, and then medium only does 85, where a heavy attack does double the amount of damage that a medium attack does. So you generally want to fill up your combos with the C attacks because they do the most damage. And then you have what are called command normals, where you have to hold the direction and hit a button to get them out. Every character has that you can hold forward and hit A, and you can get an anti-air out, which is exactly what it says on the Tianhou. If they're in the air and you use this move, generally you'll beat them, or you'll put them into block stun. And then another command normal that you have is 3C, which is the launcher. Launches the opponent into the air for a follow-up. And so those are for every single character. So every single character has these normals: standing A, standing B, standing C, crouching A, crouching B, crouching C, forward A, and crouching forward C. And that gives you many things to use in your combos, so you can actually kind of do stuff. But anyway, now I need to get into the magic system. The magic system is this little gauge over here and that little gauge over there, that in the bottom right hand corner and the bottom left hand corner, that gives what kind of magic you can use, and if you can use magic. Like if I don't have any magic, I can hit the D button all I want. I can hit the D button here all I want and nothing comes out. Where if I have... Oh, I forgot to explain jumping normals, yeah. You have jumping A, jumping B, and jumping C. I'm sorry, I forgot about that, but I assumed it was assumed. But yeah, you have jumping normals that if you're in the air, you have different normals. So this is jumping A, this is jumping B, this is jumping C. And then yeah, magic meter is this. If you have no magic meter, you can't use anything, but you can use it. And there's special attacks that are a bit better or different than other attacks. And certain characters' D attack actually builds up meter, like Oleander and Arizona. They have to use D attacks to build up their meter, where then they can use these special moves, which I'll get into a little later. And so you got this magic that you can use, and it's very useful. You can use a lot of attacks to start a combo or extend combos and do a bunch with this game. Anyway, so that's the magic system, and you can use it for a lot of special moves. Like I have this move that is a variant on this move. It's just a lot bigger and it's invincible and whatnot, but I'll try to explain that right now, I guess, because I got to get into special moves. And special moves are basically you input a certain motion and you can get certain attacks out. Like if I do down to forward and then I hit an attack button, it'll give me an icicle. And depending on what attack I use, if I use light, medium, or heavy, it'll give me icicles that launch at different it determines the delay timing on the launch for the move. So like that is really fast, that takes a little bit of time, and that takes a long time. And each has their use to kind of mess up your opponent. That way they think they're jumping over a projectile when they're actually not jumping over a projectile. That the projectile is delayed afterwards. And so Velvet specials are Icicle, Ice Eruption, and Shatter. So quarter circle forward is Icicle, Dragon Punch, which is like Shoryuken motion, is Ice Eruption, and quarter circle back is Shatter. And now these have different properties on certain moves. Sadly, Velvet only has one kind of D attack, and that's this one. This one's really good because you can wake up and use it because you're invulnerable during it. It's like a Dragon Punch, it's like a Shoryuken. So you can use it when they're trying to attack you. I'll probably be showing it off quite a bit in my matches with Bubble Boots because he likes to go for those resets. So anyway, now I'm going to have to explain Juggle Decay. Because Juggle Decay, this little meter here that you see below the health bar, you may be thinking, oh, maybe that's like a stun meter from Street Fighter. But no, it's not a stun meter. It's a Juggle Decay bar. And so basically, what it does is that when you're doing a combo, it fills up, and when it fills up completely, the hit sparks start turning red, and they get heavier. The opponent gets heavier, so it's harder to combo. Like, let's say I want to loop something for quite a while. Like, I have standing heavy to standing low to 5D, and I can loop that for quite a bit. So I can and see, because of the Juggle Decay, because they get heavier, I can't continually do it. I can't just do it indefinitely. I can just what's it called? I can do it a certain number of times, but I can't keep going. And so it allows combos to be long, and I can still combo while they are in Juggle Decay. I can still combo while they're in Juggle Decay, but I can it starts getting harder to connect my hits. And so you gotta plan it out carefully. But it does allow you can still get a little bit of hits in there, even if they get the Juggle Decay. So you can still have long combos, it's just you have to be wary of that your opponent's going to get heavier. Yeah, but don't worry about it. Anyway, now I have to explain the defensive options, which are techs, which, let me set this guy to block, and let's see if I have it set. No, I need to record him. Alright, there we go. And so your defensive options are kind of like how you can wake up. So if you get knocked onto the ground, you can roll backwards, you can roll forwards, and you can get up neutrally. Or you can just wait out the stun and your character will just get up. Now, when you tech, the good things about teching is that you move around the screen, preventing the character from following up. But a problem with that is that your Juggle Decay gets reset. So if you're at full Juggle Decay and you get knocked down and you do tech, and they reset you because they predicted your tech, you what's it called? You just get smacked in the face and they get you another full combo on you. Where if you get up normally, you might not have to deal with that same issue. Now in the air, there's also teching. Let's see if I can reset this. Alright. So in the air, there's also teching. You can tech back, you can tech forward, and you can tech neutrally. And teching in the air is pretty safe. There's very few things that they can do to punish it. Sorry about that. But you should tech, because not teching gives the opponent that much time to continue their combo, and so you should tech when you need to in the air. But on the ground is when you need to be a little bit smarter about your techs, because what's it called? They can mess you up pretty bad if you're teching badly. All right. So I think that covers my game mechanics explanation of this game. Do you guys have any questions, concerns about anything that I've explained so far? not, I'll just continue on with what I got planned. Oh, the training music is different than the battle music. Like, this one is considered idle music, and so it is different. Like, in a real match, the music is dynamic, does change, and I think they did a pretty good job implementing it. There are a little bit of complaints with it, but it's completely fine. Well, anyway, now I'll try to get to my next part. So basically we're back at the main menu, and we have different modes here. We have options where you can set your controls. You can set your controller to player 1, player 2. You can set your game settings, the volume and whatnot, and you can change your resolution for your game. And right now, I believe this patch they implemented full screen, so that's something to look forward to. Multiplayer, you have local versus player, and you have lobby play, which you can join lobbies to fight people. Pixel lobby, I'll get to that in a second. Single player has arcade mode. Arcade mode's very simple. You go through fighting a bunch of just a bunch of CPUs, and then you get to the boss that you can fight. I'll show that off probably a little bit later. And now let me try to show off the characters. I'll start with Palm. I have to apologize, I'm not very good with Palm, but I'll try my best to explain what she's about. Yeah, each stage has a neutral theme, and I'll try to show them off in the training mode. Well, Palm is a bit different in the cast. Like, she has an air dash. She can what's it called? She can float a bit. And the main gimmick that she has is that she can summon dogs and get them to attack for her. So, like, she can have a dog, she can move it around holding the D button, and she can make it attack the opponent from far away. And then what's it called? You have like different dogs. You have the big dog. It has different attacks, and even has like a grab. You can grab the opponent that you can combo off of. And then she has Bork. That's her specials. Like, her specials are A, B, or A forward, quarter circle forward A, quarter circle forward A, quarter circle back A, quarter circle forward B, quarter circle back B, and quarter circle forward C. Now in training mode, I can have a bunch of dogs, but in normal gameplay, she has 3 meter, which she can summon dogs with. Let's see if I can get my magic meter back to normal. So she has 3 dogs that she can summon at a time, and different dogs cost differently. Oh, maybe it didn't load? No, maybe that's just how training mode is. Basically, she can only have 3. She can only have a certain number of dogs on the screen at a time, and if she has a big dog, she can't have like any other dogs on the screen. And so you summon her dogs with Hadoken motions and quarter circle back motions. And then she has Bork, which if you hold back and then hit forward and C, I'm messing it up. She does I hit a button. She does that attack, and that causes a lot of stagger. So like you can, let's see if I can do it. Oh crap! I crossed them up. Like, you can do that, and you can combo off of that, or summon a dog and whatnot. So you can do a bunch of stuff with that. She also has a technique, or she also has something that I've seen other Palms do, is that 2C, or crouching C, causes like a hard knockdown where they are forced to get up a certain way. And so what you can do is that you could like summon a dog in there and plan your next attack. And so like that's the good thing about Palm, is that like she has a bunch of setups that she can go from Bork, from the 2C. She can do some stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot to go over the basic combo. The basic combo is just A, B, C into launcher into A, B, C. And so basically all you have to do is ABC launcher to ABC again. And that's the basic combo. Every character has variants of it, and you can use that for general practice, and it's really easy. It's really easy. So you shouldn't have to worry about it. Well, that's pretty much all I know about Palm right now that I can think of. So let me move on to Paprika. And Paprika, she got new palettes, which I want to see. But we'll check those out later. Oh, extra depressing. Extra depressing has rain, yeah. And Paprika is a charge character, and where all her special moves are charge based, like how with Palm I had to hold back and then hit forward C to do a move. Paprika is the same way. I had to hold back and then hit forward A, forward B, or forward C, and that gives me her different cartwheels. And her normals are pretty good. They're long ranged, and she has the booty bump. She also kind of pokes you at the ground, flicks the floor, and attacks you like that. And then her launcher, she gets rid of all her fluff to shoot you up in the air. And then her standing attacks. Oh, I guess I forgot to show Palm's normals. I guess I'll go back after this. But yeah, she has yeah, the backwards walk is pretty great. She has jumping attack. She has jumping B, jumping A, jumping B, and jumping C. And those attacks are really good. And she also has like that kiss, where if you do it in the air, let's see if I can get it off. But it staggers them, so that allows you to follow up with a different setups from that. There's a lot of PAP players that I've played, and most of them have some sort of setup that goes into that 6A to get that stagger going. And she has short hops. She can short hop or she can full hop. She also has teleports, where if you hold forward and hit back, she'll teleport. Like I can get behind them, and I can come up from above. So she's got these off-screen teleports. They can be kind of hard to find at times because most of the Paprikas, they charge like this, and so then they just pop in and pop back. And so it kind of makes you keep guessing. And then they might throw out an attack and you're just like, oh, I wasn't prepared for it. Yeah, Paprika is a mixed rushdown character. She has many different options. And let's see if I can show off some stuff with her, because I haven't played her in a while, but let's see. No, that's not it. It's that wasn't what I wanted. Oh, maybe they changed that. Yeah, they might have changed that. The combo might be a little different than what I remembered. So. But I'll try. Oh yeah, I need to show her magic moves. Paprika has different magic moves. Her magic meter is a 6 meter thing that if you use your magic, it depletes, and once it's all gone, it's all gone. You can't get it back. And she has uses for it because, again, because that has like stagger on it. You can like set up an apple or set up something, and suddenly they are denied like their A attack, because if you have a fruit out, let's see if I can get a fruit out closer to Paprika. If there's a fruit out and you hit A, you eat it, And so you can, yeah, if your opponent eats it, they can get meter back, but generally, there's very few times where your opponent will actually eat the apple, and you only use it to like kind of lock a certain move out, like lock their jabs out, but they still have other moves that they can use that are, in a way better than what jab could ever be. So, like, you just got to be careful because it's not guaranteed to keep you from them beating your jabs, but it is a really nice tool to have to just kind of put a little bit more pressure on that if they hit a certain button, well, they just messed up. And let's see, I think her forward D, yeah, she hits it far away. If back D causes a rolling little ball to happen, down D causes her to shoot upwards for an anti-air. I could have sworn. Oh yeah, and then neutral D is the flower pot, which does 2 attacks. And this one is really useful because it blocks projectiles. And so if you have like Velvet or Oleander throwing projectiles at you constantly, you can just throw out like a flower pot, and that'll mess them up quite a bit. I guess the stuff is completely random. Because now I'm getting a bunch of different things. Yeah, you can just get a bunch of different things. Except for back D is always the roly-poly. Yeah, you can get a bunch of different things. So I guess it's just random. I thought she had a little bit more consistency, but yeah, the apples heal HP, and the broccoli gives meter back. Or not gives magic meter back, but gives special meter to use your supers. Like, oh yeah, I forgot to show off Palm supers too. I'll have to go back to Palm, I'm sorry. And so Paprika, she has 2 supers, and that's her. And it's kind of like her teleport. She goes off screen for a bit, and she has 2 because one of them, if you do it quarter circle forward, she approaches from the back. And if you do quarter circle back, she approaches from the front. And so that allows you to mix up people even when you have a super flash going on. Like, you do super flash and they don't know which way you're going to appear from. Because you exit the screen the same way no matter what. So yeah. There's probably quite a bit of people streaming. But anyway, let me get back to Palm. Because I forgot to show off some of her stuff. Because Palm is really good because her normals are really good. Like, that is a really good anti-air. This is really good anti-air. Anyone who jumps into this or this, they'll get hit into a bunch of combos. So that's her medium attacks. Her light attacks aren't too good, but I believe this one is a low. I believe her normal jab is a low, which causes, like, can cause some pretty good mix-up. Yeah, it's a low, so like, they're expecting a high block, and you just smack them for a low. And then she's got her C moves, which are really long and can hit from a really far distance, and are really good. They're just really good in general. You can even combo off like grabs with it. Oh, I forgot to explain grabs. Grabs are just hitting A and B together, and they allow you to grab an opponent. Pretty self-explanatory. Sometimes you can get a combo off, depending on what the character is. And then, what's it called? Her aerial attacks are really good. Her jumping B attack is really good because it's a multi-hit, so it prevents people from, like, it prevents people from push blocking you because push block has a weird effect on multi-hit, and multi-hit also is really good because it's easier to like hit confirm stuff into and whatnot. And then what's it called? Jumping C. This is her best attack. Yeah, Palm floats. That's her floating animation. She air dashes and floats, and you can cancel combos in the air with float. So you can get like multiple jumpies off, and I believe I remember seeing a lot of Palms do that. So I'm not the best Palm, but there's a lot of Palms that do that. And then Palm special, she only has one, and that's this one. and that causes the dog to happen. Like a bunch of dogs appear. And, oh man, I forgot level 2s. But anyway, level 2 is basically, normally you input it a certain way, and then you do the reverse and hit the super button, which is basically you do quarter circle forward for the super, you do quarter circle back for the level 2. So level 2 is a little different because it gives you, this one gives you this dog, which is really good because he causes a lot of hit stun, and you can combine it with like the dogs that you already have to create just like 2 big dogs just constantly doing attacks. And so yeah, the big dog's really good, and he follows the opponent, and so that's really good. All right, I forgot to explain Paprika's level 2, so let's get back there and show it off. So Paprika level 2, you hit is a special case where you hit down down and then the special move, or the 2 attack buttons, because her special, as you see, she's constantly flipping from side to side. People were getting confused which way to do a quarter circle motion back, so they just decided to make it the down down and down down 2 attack buttons for her level 2 to activate. And then if you do a teleport with D, you can pop out of the basket, and a bunch of stuff just comes flying out of the basket. So you get even more options to lock opponents out, or if you can get an opponent away, you can eat the apple and get health back and whatnot. So that's Paprika's level 2. It's pretty simple. I'm getting to Arizona. Arizona will be next, actually. So that's Paprika's level 2. I'm pretty sure I explained most of the stuff with Paprika. So let's get to Arizona. So Arizona, I consider Arizona to be really, really strong because she has a lot of stuff. One of her strongest stuff is stomps, because they're so they have a lot of range and a lot of range. Yeah, that's over that's almost full screen. Yeah, that is full screen. That you can get someone with a stomp. No, only I'm going from Palm to Velvet, and so I'm trying to get to all the characters. But anyway, I'm here at Arizona. Her special moves are really good. The stomp. She's got headbutts, which you can combo into each other. Like. And whatnot, that's some of her combos. So her headbutts are really good, and then let's see, what else does she have? She's got headbutts, she's got rope, and she's got stomps. Those are pretty strong. And then Arizona's special in that her magic is linked to how many times you lasso a person. So let's see if I can get my magic to normal and show it off better than Palm. There we go. And so when you lasso someone, you get magic back, and Arizona has a bunch of stuff she can do with magic. A bunch of stuff. She has the D headbutt, which sends them into the screen, which allows for a follow-up. And then she has this attack, D stomp, which is unblockable, by the way. So you can set up things with you can set up things with a stomp, and then if they're blocking it, you can just get an unblockable going. And so yeah. And then what's it called? And then she has a counter move, which let me see if I can get Velvet to do what I want her to do. Alright. And so basically, oh, I forgot to block. Alright, there it is. So what it does is basically you can just counter whatever hit and start a combo from there. Bubble Boots, he mains Arizona. I'll be playing him, I guess, today at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and he's a Bubble Boot, he's a Arizona main, so he'll definitely be able to show off some cool stuff. And then Arizona also has this Quick Escape, which is like a teleport, but it also slows down time. So if the opponent's doing something, they're kind of stuck in that motion while you do this. So yeah, she's got headbucks, which are A, B. I need to turn off blocking. A, B, C, and then D. And then her stomps are A, B, C, and then D. And then now it's time to get into her normal. So these are her jabs. They're kind of basic. They have very low range. Kind of hard to reach them, but they're good because they're fast, and you'll get caught by jabs a lot with Arizona because they're just so fast, so simple, and she's just fast. And then oh, are you talking about the lasso? Yeah, she has a lasso where if she misses, she looks kind of spooked, but I'll get into her D stuff a little bit later. Now her B attacks are really good. This move in particular is really good because, as you see, it kind of slides her forward a bit, and so like sometimes even if they're pretty far away, you can hit them. It's a 4-button. It's A, B, C, D. It's A, B, C, and D, and that's all the buttons that you'll use. Even though this is using the Z engine, which is a 6-button fighter, and that's why it shows this stuff, is because this engine used to be a 6-button fighter. And so yeah, her C moves are really good. This move in particular is really good because they can easily go into stomps, but you can easily go into more combos and whatnot. So that's really good. Her D moves are really good because they're long-range grabs, meaning if they're blocking from like that distance, you can just grab them and bring them over there. Grab them, bring them over here. And if they're in the air, let's see if I can jump. Let's see if I can make her jump. Dummy action, there we go, jump. So yeah, if they're in the air, I can grab them. And so that's her D moves, is normal D, the standing D, which is like a neutral grab, and you grab them low, and then you grab them high. And grabbing them high is holding back in D, so it's pretty good. I could show them all. I could show the color palettes off real fast after I start explaining stuff, and once I get into the pixel lobby. But anyway, so I think I covered most everything with Arizona. I just need to cover her super in level 2. So her super is Bionic Farm. Allows her to just plow through anything. If the opponent's doing an action, you'll hit them. And her level 2 is probably one of the best level 2s in the game, just because it follows up, and you're able to follow up pretty easily. I used to be good at this. I just noticed they put a marker for where they are in the air, which wasn't there before, so now I'm super excited. Because now they have a marker for if they get too high. Like, let me see if I can show it off again. You look closely. Right there, you see it. They now have a marker for if they're too high in the air. That's cool. I don't know if it's called Bionic Farm. I think it's Super Headbuck or something like that, but I don't know. Now, let me try to get to, I guess Oli is next. Oli is probably the jack of all trades, character, she has a bunch of stuff that can do a bunch of stuff, basically. Like, she can zone because she's got projectiles. She can have a bunch of them out on the screen at a time. And then she also has traps that she can throw out, which are quarter circle back motions. And then she has... yeah, she's got a new idol. And then she has teleports, which she can use. And sadly, some of it's still cardboard, but that's fine. And so, Hadoken is the same as Hadoken. It's quarter circle forward punch. Traps are quarter circle back, and they cost magic. And teleports are down, down, and an attack button. B crosses up, C gets you away from there, and B gets you up. Or A teleport gets you up close and personal. B teleport puts you behind, and C teleport gets you away. And you can do those in the air if you have magic. And so that's a really nice tool, especially her air teleport, because her ground teleport is generally telegraphed from her doing this a bunch. And so like you start seeing this and you know she's going to teleport, so you can punish it. Oh, and then she also has the D teleport, which can be used in the air and be used on the ground, and it's kind of like a DP. She's invulnerable during the entire attack. And then let's see. I think that covers her her special moves. Token, trap, teleport. Yeah, that's her. And her normals, they're pretty good because they're detached. They're hugely detached and cover quite a bit of the screen. I have to say this one is like a really good anti-air, but it's really bad for combos. And then, yeah, her other attacks are pretty basic. And that's her anti-air, and that's her launcher. But the special thing about Oli is that she can double jump. She has 2 jumps. So like, if you hit him into the air, you can do a combo, and you can continue it with double jumps. About taunts, some characters have taunts, and some don't. And yeah, Aerie has a taunt where if you hit down, 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 she starts headbanging, and I'll try to show that off a bit later. But anyway, I guess this is her grab, and you can combo it with her grab gives her meter back, and so you can use it to get a combo off. Though I'm not an Oli main, so I don't know how to combo exactly with it. And so basically, Oli's all about, like, against most characters, you can just kind of keep away, throwing traps about, throwing Hadokens about. In a way, she's kind of a zoner. In a way, she's kind of mixed up because she can, like, if they're on the ground, she can like jump over them, or jump back, and like she can do crazy stuff to them and whatnot just to mix them up to get hits off. So she's really good, and she actually has buffs, and like she had a lot of buffs. But anyway, now I have to show off Fellspark magic, because these are the normal ones, and this one's just huge and does a lot of damage and steals meter. Like you see Arizona's meter over here in the bottom right hand corner. Watch it when she gets hit by it. Yeah, she gets it like entirely depleted. So like that move is really good. So you can just kind of steal meter, get some stuff off, get Fred out. And Fred is a little different. Fred is the level 2 of Oleander, and he's kind of like Palm's Puppies, and where if you hit D in certain directions, he does certain attacks. And if you hold the attack button, it does different effects. Like you hold back, you can get a whole bounce off to continue comboing and whatnot. So like he has a bunch of different attacks, and if you hold the button, it does different effects. Yeah, everything. Some stuff is it's still cardboard, but they're fixing stuff. what else is there of Oli? I think that's most it. Yeah, double jump, and oh yeah, if you hit down C in the air, it causes a ground bounce, so you can continue a combo. And yeah, you can set out a trap like that. So yeah, she has ground bounce and whatnot. Yeah, her level 1 is this, it covers full screen, and it's pretty big. And her level 2 is I think that's it for Oli. I think I've covered most stuff. Oli has some pretty good skins. I kind of like some of Oli's skins. I'll show them off later. Tianhou. Now we get into characters I kind of know. Tianhou is one of my favorite characters. It's long mustache neck, and she has a diverse things. Well, she doesn't have a diverse thing. She's kind of simple, but she can make the most out of the tools that she has. So like that's her jab, that's her medium attacks, that's her heavy attacks, and her crouching heavy, like it goes pretty far. So you can catch them like 3/4 of the screen. If you add like a dash in there before doing it, you can even cover more distance. So it's pretty good. And her aerial attacks, she only has these ones, A, B, and C, but they're really good aerial normal attacks. Her only special moves are quarter circle forward A, quarter circle forward B, and quarter circle forward C. Those are her only special moves. And most of the time they can only be used in the air. Like, see, he's on the ground and they miss. Yeah, I love Tianhou's crushing animation. But what's it called? And so she can do a bunch of stuff with flight. Like she can cancel stuff with her flight. Like she can cancel the quarter circle forward B into flight, where normally it's 2 hits, but you can cancel it and get more hits and whatnot. And so basically, like, this one causes a ground bounce, that one kind of extends the combo a bit, and this is better for finishing combos because it grabs the opponent and does damage and puts them in a place that is advantage to you. And so yeah. So I guess I can show off some combos with Tianhou because I know stuff about it. Let's see if I can get it. It's kind of hard. It's not too difficult. It's just I haven't played Tianhou in quite a while. But yeah, that's like one of her combos that she has. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I forgot to explain firecrackers. Firecrackers are, if you do them forward, they're an attack, and they do damage. So if you do them forward, they're an attack. And I guess if you do it up, it's an attack. But if you do it back, she does little flips that can get a lot of distance for her to like instantly do an overhead and whatnot. So those are pretty strong. So yeah, she has several different flips that she can do. Like she can just like do fancy stuff like that and just mess people up. And then she also has what's it called? She also has super jump, and she has fly, which I was showing off a little bit in the combos because you can cancel things in the fly. And you can also make things safe on block by canceling them into fly. Like Like 2C is generally really punishable if on block, but you can fly and like get away if you need to, or you can fly and mix them up and whatnot. So you have a lot of different options when with Tianhou. All right, and then oh yeah, I gotta explain level 2. Level 2, I don't know too much about. It's probably the thing I know the least about, just because it's an install. And it allows you to fly. Is it something like that? I don't know combos with install Tianhou, but it causes her to have super flight and be able to do a bunch of stuff. Like her special moves change, like that is an upward hit. Yeah, that causes like a wall stick and whatnot. No, you can fly normally. It's just level 2 gives you super flight. Like it gives you an install where all her abilities in the air are a lot stronger than what they used to be. And so basically, like you do a level 2 and suddenly your character is a lot stronger than what she was before. And it's really cool. And I think it's a neat mechanic that Tianhou has. So yeah, no, you can fly normally. Level 2 is just it's kind of like a better flight that lasts forever. And you can, yeah, you float in the air. Like you can't do that normally. Or if you do an attack with normal flight, you fall to the ground. All right. So I think that pretty much covers Tianhou. I guess she has her anti-air, but that's anti-air. Yeah, I think that pretty much covers Tianhou. I guess I can show off the grab real fast. But yeah, Tianhou is the most cardboard, so that's the thing. She's the most cardboard. She has the most cardboard out of anyone. Alright. So now we've got to Velvet. And Velvet I kinda explained a little bit already. But basically her jab is pretty standard. Little poke. Double hit, which is pretty good, really good. You can hit confirm with it easily. She can create a little sculpture of herself. These have really long reach, so her C attacks have really long reach, so they're really good. And they can be special cancelled into a bunch of different things for combos and whatnot. And then, let's see, one of her special abilities is that she can slide when she dashes. And so you can like slide, dash, and with like a normal attack. So you can be like right here, where you normally can't hit them, and then you can suddenly be in their face. And then her special moves are icicles. I kind of explain them. They have different delays on them depending on what attack button you use. And then she can also use them in the air, and they have different angles when they're used in the air, where A throws it like sharply downwards, B throws it across the screen, and C throws it across the screen, but if they jump or if they're in the air. So you would use C for people who jump a lot. Then she's got Shatter, which is of course at the back. And that's pretty standard. It's an anti-air. There's only one version of it. And it does a lot of damage. 300. And it's good for finishing combos with. And then she's got Ice Eruption, which is the which is the DP motion, the Shoryuken motion. And depending on what attack button you use, depends on the distance it goes. A goes like close to Velvet, B goes a little farther away, and C goes the farthest. And then she has Magic D, which does that. Which is invincible and is a good get this opponent away from me move. So if opponent's like rushing you down heavily, you can just use that to get away or to get them off you. And yeah, these attacks are really good. This attack, the medium air attack is really good because it catches people in the air really easily because it has this huge hitbox that covers above her. And so this is really good for like Tianhou, who's always flying, that you can just kind of like catch her out of the air with it. And then her jump C freezes the opponent for a second. And so I can easily follow up with almost whatever I want. And so that's the cool thing. And then it causes if they're in the air, it causes a wall bounce, which if you're in the corner, you can do quite a bit of damage with. So I think that covers most everyone, almost all the different herd. Oh, I guess I gotta show level 1 and level 2. Level 1, she does a little dancing. Level 2 causes them to get frozen a little bit and be slowed for a good duration. I got her specials. You got the different icicles. You got the different... Oh, I forgot her magic. That's what I forgot. I forgot to explain magic and wind. That's what I forgot to explain. But yeah, level 2 causes them to be slowed, and you can combo pretty easily afterwards. But magic is a different beast with Velvet because... Oh, okay. Magic is a different beast for what's it called? For Velvet, because she has her anti-air sickles, which is down back, down, and down forward. Basically where you want the opponent to go, you hold down in that direction, and they'll go that direction. So if you want them to go forward, you can make them go forward. If you want them to go away, you can make them go away. Or if they're just in the air, you can try and catch them. And then she has 5D, which is a really fast projectile. She can combine it with her normal zone into things. And then her wind is probably kind of the hardest thing to pinpoint when to use, because wind on the ground is very weak, while wind in the button config now. While wind in the air is really strong. Like, I can get them to go anywhere. And it's especially true for combos, because like I can extend the combo with it and whatnot. So like there's a bunch of different things you can do with wind, and it generally has a lot better combo potential than neutral potential, because if you tap the button, it only consumes half a meter, and so you can constantly use it in your combos to be meter efficient and not have to worry about what's it called, about running out of icicles to use. So it's pretty good. So I think that's covered everything. I think I've shown off most everything with that. So I think that's it. That's all the herd. Guess we'll go through the palettes real quickly, just to show them off. Yeah, she has a bunch of different skins. This one's my favorite. So that was hers. Yeah, they have tennis shoe stuff. Tianhou's I like. This is Spyro. I thought that was a cool reference. And then I really love this skin. Alright. And then Oli, she's got some pretty good ones. Yeah, tennis shoe palettes exist. That's a Trixie. That's the Queen Chrysalis lady. That's the Joker. And that's a Pokemon. Zebra Striker, I believe. Zebstrika. Yeah, there might have been a Raven in there. Sadly I'm very horrible at picking up references at times. But yeah, these are the palettes. The Deadpool skin. Yeah, there's probably a bunch of references that I missed. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Because what's it called? I don't think there's an Applejack one. I think they try to stay away from that. But I'll probably cycle through Paprikas because I was cycling through them pretty fast. And there's not a lot to be had. I don't know if there's an Applejack one. Then Palm. So I think that was all of them. Yeah, Johnny Bravo. So that's all the palettes right now. So now I want to show off the Pixel Lobby. Because the Pixel Lobby is really cool. Looks like there's one with 10 people in it. We'll check it out. Oh yeah, people might want to be talking to me, so I'll probably try to turn off voice chat. There we go. And so you have the Pixel Lobby here. You see a bunch of people that all crowd around the campfire. There's some people fighting. If you're spectating, you get a little thing of popcorn. Yeah, that was a Johnny Bravo pump. Yeah, you get a little popcorn. And with the wardrobe feature, you can choose what character you want. So I'll choose Velvet. And then you can choose the hat you want on them. So I like the icicles. Oh, you have to get hats again. I guess I'll explain that. So I'll show off some of the accessories. You got the BFF stuff. I'll try to show off some of the hats. Got angry eyebrows. These are the ones that are default right now. These are the hats that are default right now. And I'll explain the salt mines in a moment, but let me try to show off Pixel Lobby a little bit more. Pixel Lobby, if you hit whatever button is the select button, it will do voice chat. And if you hit, what's it called? If you click the chat, you can chat in it and whatnot. So those are some cool features. And then you can open up a leaderboard by hitting the whatever your medium attack button is. Now open the leaderboard telling you who's all in here. And you have the start button that can mess with stuff. You can mess with like your settings in there. And then what's it called? And then you hit the magic button. You get this menu where you can go to the wardrobe, you can see the leaderboard, you can go to training, and you can leave the lobby. No, there's no music in the lobby yet, sadly. There are ambient noises though, but they're still working on stuff. I want to show off the night cycle, which is pretty cool because the campfire turns on at night, and that's really cool. And then, what's it called? What else is there? Oh yeah, when you challenge someone, you can go up to someone and hit the magic button, and you can quick match, you can request training, and you can spectate a fight that they'll be in, whatever fight that they fight in next. And what else? What else is there? Oh, I guess there's quick chat, which you have these things and they pop in different little emotes above your head. You can say like hello really fast, or after your match you can say good game, or you can just say no, or you can say yes, and you got a bunch of different options. And sometimes when people are around, chests will pop in. It generally take a while though. But yeah, chests will pop in, and you can do a bunch of. You can fight over the chests, and those give you salt. Yeah, they're really confused because I'm not interacting with them. I'm trying to interact with you guys. So I will check the salt mines to see what's up. Yeah, I don't have enough salt. Who has enough salt? The devs have enough salt. Let's see if we can get someone to let us in. Where did Nappy go? Yeah, you can hide behind stuff. You can go into caves and whatnot. Like, the pixel lobby is really really neat. Well, no, you don't need salt to fight people. You need salt to get into the salt mine, which is over here. This little thing here. And that is a thing I would like to get into and explain, because that's kind of a single player thing. Does Reysol have salt? No, he doesn't. And if no one lets us into the salt mines, I might not be able to show it off, which will be sad. I don't think. Yeah, I don't. I guess the only people that have salt are the devs, and chests are not spawning. So, man, I was hoping to explain the salt mines. You only get salt for these chests that pop up. And if they're not popped up, you can't get salt until they pop up. And so it might take a while. Generally, someone has enough salt to get in, but now the only people that have salt are the devs. So I'll just play Reysol a little bit. We can get some actual game. Sorry if I'm a little bit quiet, but I'm going to have to concentrate a little bit here. Yeah, that's the breaks in skin. good at this game. But yeah, it gets pretty intense. There's different stuff that goes on. Flashing? What do you mean? Oh, yeah, that's right. I guess I don't notice it that much. Because I guess I'm kind of used to it. But yeah. I'm assuming all the maps are going to have salt mines. Even I don't know yet, because we haven't had a map since this map. And so, yeah. But yeah, you constantly have to be like conscious of you have to constantly be conscious of like juggle the game. Even though I turned the voice volume down, the distortion for the voice is still there, causing me to go really quiet. No, voice volume is for the other people in the lobby, because you're not hearing any voices when you're supposed to be. But the thing is that when you do hear voices, the game gets quieter. This is the Predator stage. You would have seen this stage if we got to the salt mines. But sadly, we did not have the opportunity to get to there. So I'll have to show it off a different time. Hey Luna, how you doing? Oh crap. I messed up my button inputs. That's fine. That skin is actually Charizard Black, or not Charizard Black, Charizard X from, Mega Charizard X from Pokemon. Okay, I'll... Someone offered to let me into the mines. Yeah, this is totally a Pokemon battle. My aerials don't cross up as they should. Alright, I got it. I got this. So I'm gonna check something real fast. If that's okay. Also, I do have voices turned off, so I can't really hear people. All right, so we are going to see the salt mines. So the salt mines are what I speculate to be what's going to be some of the single player story mode stuff. And you start off in the mine, you go across from screen to screen, and enemies come at you and you can fight them. And they're the predators. You don't get to choose your skin though. But man, what's up with the AI? That snake usually runs away. It doesn't usually try to attack me. Like, and yeah, you can get chests, and they have salt, apples, or hats in them. Like, the ones with no cost are free salt. The ones with 4 cost are apples. And these ones are hat chests, but let's see if we can get some more salt somewhere. There we go. Did the AI regress? Did they change the AI to be really aggressive? Alright, let's see if we can get that chest. Oh crap! I'm nappy. There are a bunch of hats. There's a lot of hats, and we'll see here. We'll see if we can best one of the developers. We'll see what he's got in store for us. He's using Oleander. Alright. I think this is the Raven skin you were talking about. Oh, she has a new block animation. Alright, well that's over. That's over. Poor Nappy. And I got the angry eyebrows. Or I actually think they're the questioning eyebrows. But yeah, you can get apples back. I just love the donut from the Oops. From the Oops quick chat. But yeah, basically you fight predators, you get salt, and you spend them on the hats to get more hats. Or you spend them on the chest to get more hats and survive until you get to the later levels in which things start getting crazy. Apples restore health. Like, I will have a little health bar in the top left-hand corner. Okay, now they're turning back to what they used to be. For whatever reason, that first wave was like really like awkwardly aggressive and a higher level than what it normally used to be. So that kind of surprised me. So yeah, you go into room from room, and you try to find chests. You can follow people around, and if they try to get a hat chest, you can grab their hat chest. And yeah, you just kind of fight the NPCs until you die. I hope I've been doing a good job of explaining stuff. If you have any questions on anything, just feel free to ask. if I haven't been explaining things. Yeah, because there's shadow of different characters. Like that's a shadow Paprika, and I can fight. Ranked doesn't exist. This is beta right now. That's what's up with ranked. Doing a fine job. No, it's just you get salt and your reward is hats. Your reward is hats. That's right. This is Team Fortress 2 all over again. You're fighting for hats. And if you get a chest, it makes the enemies disappear. Because I want to find hat chests. Because I want hats. But I have a feeling that that they're already getting gotten, basically. Oh, no, these are apple chests. Ooh, there's a hat chest. Yeah, if no one contests you for the chest, you just get the hat for free. Man, there's so many people on here. I can't scroll down yet. I got a salt shaker. I'll show you that hat off because that hat's kind of fun. See, you got salt. You got salty. Is that Nappy? Was that Nappy? No, I got caught. They have little indicators now, and that's amazing. Like, this literally is amazing that they have little indicators to tell where you're at on the screen if you're not on the screen. And I can't get over it because we've been without it for quite a while. There's shadow of every single character. It's just the like Velvet's Palm. I actually think Palm doesn't exist quite yet, but like Palm and I guess I can fight this guy if he really wants to fight me. But what's it called? But the different characters pop in later on in the higher difficulties. I got Reysol scarf. Reysol, the Tianhou I was playing earlier, he really likes that scarf. That was actually a weird combo because I was inputting all my commands in one way while I was facing the other way. I've never really done that. Oh no, I can easily replicate that bug. What you're talking about? I know exactly what you're talking about. Do I have to choose you? Yeah, I do. Oh, easy. What? All right, there we go. Tianhou give me so much pro. It goes on for quite a while. It goes on until everyone dies. And the difficulty you can see up here in the right hand corner, that is the difficulty that we're at. And so we're at difficulty. And now the hat chest costs 100. But they have hats that I don't quite like, so I don't really try to go for the most difficult. Right now I'm trying to find health. I'm either trying to find health or free salt. but then there's 4 people in here, so they might have gotten the health and the free salt already. Yeah, just a bunch of hats. It was like all the chests that spawned were hat chests. So I might be ending my run here soon. Oh, I forgot. I have to choose them. A reaction off my I died. I died. I wasn't good enough to cheese the AI. But then the AIs had some changes, and so now they're a lot different. Hey, I died at the same time as Nappy did. So it's all good. So yeah, you just get spawned back. There should be healing items. Oh, is there no more healing items anymore? I thought there normally was. Maybe I was wrong. But yeah, then it costs a bunch of salt to get back in, and you have to wait until the guy that's in there gets out. So yeah. Yeah, hats. Gotta get those hats. Gotta get them sweet hats to decorate your character with. You know, my favorite. The glitch that he's talking about is this glitch where you can remove the antlers off the characters. But I don't know if they'll ever fix that. And I actually like it because I can do this and keep my antlers. Yeah, that's what's like you're confusing me there, Luna, because yeah, you're saying that. You'd have to check out Bubble Boots. We'd have to try and get Bubble Boots to stream to have Arizona, because I'm not that very good with Arizona. No, for Velvet. Alright, so I think I've shown most of the meat and grit of everything. Is there anything that you guys know of that I haven't shown, or what's it called? Anything that is still piquing your interest? There's no story mode. Oh yeah, I guess there's arcade mode. I could show that off real fast. And then I could end the stream with that. Story mode, don't remember saying there was a story mode. There's no Paprikas on right now, I'm sorry. There's a Palm, and I'll be fighting Arizona all day tomorrow. So we'll see. So I'll show off what's it called? I'll show off arcade mode real fast, and then I'll end my stream. Just thought you can get a look of what's inside. But I don't know how the AI is, so I might mess up a match or two. So yeah, this is the arcade mode. It's just you playing against some bots. You can set the difficulty and the options. I think I have it just set to whatever the default normal is, which I don't know exactly what it's called. I think it's competent. What's the difficulty's called? Man, they push block. Yeah. They want to get some stuff out then, but right now this is all we have. Even though you've already seen a lot of stuff that would probably signify as single player, because those salt mines have reek of single player. Like, they reek of features that would be featured in the single player. I don't mind. So, yeah, I think I've shown off most everything in the game. The quick matches with other players, patches, salt mines, all the training mode stuff, all the characters. Unless there's any other questions on some characters. Oh, the CPU name is random, and it's from a list. And sometimes they have some pretty good stuff as nicknames. Oh crap! See right there, I got locked out of my jab. The music. This one's kind of hard to identify because the dynamic music system, like, it tries its best to be good. It tries its best to change correctly, but a lot of people are complaining about is that if I do a long combo, that it essentially goes into this weird echo distortion, which some people aren't a fan of. But it also does that weird distortion effect when you do a super, so generally it leads into the super that is already distorted by the time I get to it. And yeah, I love Paprika's theme the most. But yeah, Velvet's my main character. Velvet is the character I like the most. It's my main. Oh, there is a Palm. They added Palm. Maybe I think all the CPUs are named the same. Or maybe that's just it picks a name for the first one and then it just keeps that. Because if you go into training, they have different names. Gaios with you. And Palm. A lot more space. Palm has animations now that. Yeah, a lot of people are iffy about that distortion type on the music. Me, I personally think it's weird that Velvet has UFO sounds for her theme, but because it kind of makes her sound alien in a sense. But I guess that's just how her instruments are. It's trying to sound like void and whatnot. Cause she is nice. She is a nice ice gal. Yeah, like the sounds for for her icicles are sounds, but like for her music, like you hear the instruments, like it has that kind of weird, like space electric sound to them. All the woos? Yeah, I'm talking about the woos, yeah. Because they feel more spacey to me. Is that an icy instrument? I guess I don't know my music. I don't know, it just felt like aliens, so that's why I was just like, she's not an alien, she's a deer. She is a deer. Oh, I guess I forgot to show off Velvet's taunt. Because Velvet has a taunt, I can easily do it against her or something. And that's Velvet's taunt. Yeah, this song is pretty good. I personally, my favorites are Oleanders and Paprikas. Those are my absolute favorites. But most of the soundtracks in this game are pretty good. But my favorites are Paprikas and Oleanders. And Oleanders is way better than what we used to have. I'll just say that. Oh, 500 damage long gone. I lost a million more damage than 500 damage since. Because they nerfed some of my combos pretty hard on damage output at least. Just because they made one of the D icicles, the anti-air icicles. They made them. One of them used to do 200 damage. And I had combos that would easily go into those like 2 to 3 times, and it would get quite a bit of damage off. But then they made all the anti-air sickles. They made them all do the same 100 base damage, and so now I lost like 300 damage from that. And then general changes to how the character is changed some of my damage outputs and whatnot. So it just. Everything kind of changed. That was just it. I lost quite a bit of damage. But that's because most people have justified it in that it's because I have a lot of chip damage. I love Tianhou's theme with Velvet's instruments. I don't know why. Yeah, this game's amazing. I've liked a lot of stuff from this game, and I'm still playing it. Like since day one of beta, I've been playing it, and I've been playing it ever since. And so it's like I do know a lot of this game. I am able to contend with some of the best, and do quite well. And of course, playing against human players is a lot different than playing against CPUs. play worse for the dynamic music. But don't you just love Velvet's theme? Don't you just love Velvet's instruments? Don't you just love Velvet? I love Velvet. That's why I'm beating her up right now. Because I'm the only one that can love her. But no, this game's coming along great. It's gone buckets over, or it's gone loads over where it started. This is definitely an awesome experience to have, and it's coming together great. Each new edition, like some things I just didn't expect to happen, like the salt mine. When that happened, that blew my mind. I was like, I did not expect this. And yeah, several stuff just blew my time. And then another one is the Pixel Lobby, the plane snap that I was on. It has a day and night cycle, and when that was shown and implemented, that was amazing. Like, this game just constantly just brings up cool stuff, nice stuff. His next meta. Oh yeah, I haven't read the patch notes yet because the NDA got lifted before the patch notes was posted. So I don't know any of the changes to the characters. I'll probably need to check that out after this. So this is the final boss. It's the Predators. Each one individually. He grabs? That's neat. I might die to this. Because there's like 4 predators and I only have so much HP. Yeah, these guys are blocking like CPUs, they aren't blocking like humans. Alright, bear, let's go. We did it. We did it. We got past the arcade. Alright, we'll see you later. See you later, Luna. Alright, well I think that was most of them's fine hurts. If there's any questions, just post them. I'll try to answer them. Just remember that at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'll be streaming 100 matches with Bubble Boots, so you'll be able to get very acquainted with the what's it called? With the Velvet and Arizona matchup. Is there some sort of single player stuff? Yeah, well that's the arcade mode and that's the salt mines. Because salt mines, if you join an empty server, generally it's free if the server is completely empty, so you can just go in and just do the salt mines single player. There's no story mode yet. There's none of that yet, but I'm assuming that's going to be implemented later on. But yeah, that's the game so far. I mean, it's a fighting game, so of course it's going to have mainly a multiplayer focus. But yeah, so it's a good game. I love it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I think I'll call it a night. That way I can get some rest to fight Mr. Bubble Boots in the morning. So thanks for coming. Thanks for coming around. And yeah, if there's still any more questions, just post them in my stream, and I'll try to answer them. So yeah. All right. See you later. Good night.